Hello, 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 everybody out there in the land of the internet and internet land. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Tavern Talk. As per usual, introductions. I am DJ. My co-bartender, this is Brendan.
What is good? We got two behind the bar this time. Mikey, you ready to get fucked up?
Hell yeah, full service. Let's get wild.
I was about to slander him and be like, and then this non-tipping fuck.
Yeah.
I'll give you more than the tip, fucker.
It better be some shaft too, goddammit. Anyway, hi.
Some shaft. Ow, I'm actually kind of insulted now.
I'm the
You
guest
can-
one here. Get out of here. It's all mine.
Now you know,
Anyways.
fan service. Oh, dude, I can be Fujoshi in this. I love this.
There's about to be some weird fan art in the Discord.
I've already gotten fucking people asking me to do it.
Oh!
No.
I forgot about that. You
Yeah.
were so bummed.
That's the collab we need is the Nardo and Goblin, the Nardlin. Come on.
Oh,
Please no.
I know a Rule 34 artist. He's taking
Get
care of
on
it.
it. But so before this turns into sex and Fujoshi, all that other fun stuff, dude on dude, that's not why we're here. So let's get back on track. So we're gamers, right?
I mean, I think of myself as one, yeah.
Yeah. I think we play video games a little bit. Not me moving my microphone. I'm sorry. You hear it dragging across my keys.
Clack, 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 clack.
Like,
So
Yeah.
So, the modern gaming industry, where it stands right now, is it a train wreck? Is it happening? What's popping? What's bracking over there? Because Brandon, before we started recording, hit the nail on the head. Like, as of recent, we can kind of agree with this. If you have any critiques or what you think, leave it in the comment section down below. But these indie developers are kind of whooping ass as of recent compared to these AAA developers that have all the publishers and sponsors and endorsers and backers, and they still put out trash.
yes.
Like, so let's talk about the game that's basically swept over the nation, and especially us, for like the past week and a half. Fucking Helldivers.
Oh, yeah.
Helldivers.
Man. I love spreading democracy all over the automatron's faces.
It's about to get weird again.
Yes. Anyways, so Helldivers, if you don't know what it is already, it's basically just you're basically like an ODST for fucking Halo, just drop potting onto a planet and killing bugs or robots or whatever. It's just a lot of fun, just strictly gameplay. It's not really there's no cinematics or anything like that. It's just strictly drop in, kill shit, do the objective, get out, and it's just very chaotic and it's a lot of fun.
But one thing he's not telling you, these are my two favorite words when it comes to this type of delivery of liberty. Blank check.
Yeah.
Because you're calling in all various types of airstrikes, from simple gun runs to a literal nuke, raining freedom and letting freedom ring all over the gaff amongst the automatons and the Terminids. The Terminids are basically cockroach bugs, and I hate them. But yeah, you can just rain hell on everybody. But what comes with, actually, before I go into that. So Mikey, what is your take on Helldivers right now? You are like me, of the newer-esque.
Helldivers follows the formula of, I want to say, the Left 4 Dead series. Story's not important. Teamwork is important, and it's high intensity, high action. It keeps you on your toes. It keeps you changing up your gameplay. It nails the fun Friday night game, in my opinion. There's nothing crazy, no steep learning curves. You jump in, you shoot bugs and robots, you capture objectives, and then you play DDR on the D-pad to call in airstrikes.
Hey, actually,
it's straight to the point.
I was about to say, it has no story, but if you've been paying attention,
it's got lore.
It has lore,
but it's not necessary.
But I think what's special about this game is that the players are the ones that make the story. Because not only do we have this amazing developer named Joel, hey Joel, love you buddy, doing a good job. He's basically like the Dungeons and Dragons version of a game, or D&D. Oh, I'm sorry. DM, Dungeon Master. Yes, words are amazing. So he's basically like the game master, and he basically just writes it as it goes. He gives us the major orders that we want to do, whether it's automatons or the, liberating a planet of bugs, defending a sector, whatever. Sending more reinforcements to automatons so they have a better chance of fighting or whatever. It's just whatever. He's the game master. And the players are at the table of his D&D session doing what they do best and liberating the galaxy. This guy has single-handedly made people come together as a community and start liberating planets after planets, because if we don't, then a sector is going to be taken and bugs are going to reign free, and we cannot have that. On top of that,
sorry.
I was also going to say, on top of that, as we keep going, players are equating planets and all this other stuff with its own lore. Like the famous, I think it's called Melvon Creek, is basically Space Vietnam, as the nickname implies, and this place is ground zero for automaton fucking warfare for the.
Trust me, I can't wait
players.
I can't wait for Matt Penn and the rest of game theory to just all of a sudden come up with something that's just, for some reason, gonna make perfect fucking sense.
Yes,
there's already a lot of speculation out there, and if you played the first game, there's some good world building done.
Oh, great world building as it is. The thing is, of today, there was already videos of first contact with the Unlimiteds, and players were recording. Wow, damn.
Sorry.
Players were playing their game.
They didn't bother turning away.
People were playing their game.
My face. Where am I going to turn to?
God damn. So people were playing the game on, I think it was like an automaton planet or whatever, but they look at the sky and they see an unlimited ship in the skybox, so they're already teasing us of the next faction they're going to be adding in game, not a trailer, just in game, which is amazing, by the way. Not a lot of games do that.
World building.
I find it amazing, especially like if this is just the second game, and especially like for those that don't know Helldivers, it's a open shoulder third person shooter that you can do first person at the click of a button. But then the game before that, it was a fucking top down shooter. Way to just say yes, this is what we did
10 years ago.
What? Oh yeah, I know, but I'm just simply saying, imagine just the direction shift. Like, so here was our first game, right? Top down shooter, perfectly nice. Scrap that. Third person, explosions. This thing's gonna look like a Michael Bay movie, but you're playing it.
Oh yeah, and I think that's more of a product of the technology, because 10 years ago you couldn't have made this game with the best of budget. You'd be crashing, melting graphics cards. There would be fires. It would have been a whole ordeal.
Especially with how much especially with how much this game does. I'm kind of shocked at how well it runs, and the specs required are not actually that like high end. Most is a 2060 is recommended. That's pretty good.
Which is pretty run of the mill.
Pretty run of the mill.
Let's keep in mind it does come with its criticisms. Let's be real here. The first 4 days, good luck in getting into a fucking server.
Yeah, but they have remedied.
Oh no. The game is so good, everybody wants to play.
Oh no.
What a downside.
I know, no, an indie team didn't have the server capacity.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say that those first 4 days were rough, because it's like, especially with how our schedules run, and it's like, some of us live on the West Coast, some of us live on the East Coast, some of us are right there in the middle, and we had to wait for a right time for everybody to be on. And when that time happens, it's usually late for me, the East Coast guy, and the servers are just full, and we're just sitting there waiting like, come on, one person leave. I gotta be next in line, right? Like, I gotta be next. I'm not? Okay. Because that countdown would tease you. It would hit 0 and then start over and say error. And I'm like, bastard.
Yeah, but Arrowhead Studios hopped on it and fixed it crazy fast.
Oh, yeah,
like Payday turnover compared to 3 weeks like Payday 3.
The Payday 3 is still fucking broken.
It's still broken. It's not even worth playing. Do yourself a favor, don't buy it.
I already understood the game.
There's also, on top of that, we were actually pretty lucky. We were among the lucky ones. There are some people during those 4 days that couldn't even connect to the server, period, and couldn't even get in a queue.
Fraser.
So
They weren't patriotic enough.
yeah,
They didn't want to let that freedom ring, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Might-
Not enough diplomacy. Stay off our.
might want to look into them. They might be, guilty of treason.
Is that heresy I hear in your voice?
Oh god,
The only other
40K.
game I was about to say that the only other game that I know that would drive so much like amped hype for like liberty, democracy, and murder is anything 40K related.
Oh yeah, I've already
yeah.
been screaming Xenos at full volume in public servers. It's been
But I'm
fun.
like so far, I'm absolutely enjoying this game because again, it's made by an indie developer that did it right. They knew how to make a good product, and I absolutely tip my hat to any indie developer that can just make a quality game, whether it be something simple such as Power World or over the top crazy dropping bombs and loads of freedom on anything that has a pulse and is considered alive. So I always loved that, but then on the other side of that coin, you have these AAA developers where they just kind of put out shit. This is DJ's honest opinion. I said it earlier. Payday 3. We all played Payday 2. Payday 2 was wonderful, right? It was such a good time, and the game was still broken at its prime, but it was a wonderful type of broken. For about 3 weeks up until we all just collectively gave up, Payday 3, you legit could not get in. The game would just not let you in. And then who was it? Who made it? Fat Shark or Overkill? It was a Fat Shark, huh?
Overkill. Not the Fat Shark is the Warhammer, Vermintide, and Darktide developer.
Okay. Yeah, because Overkill didn't do anything about it, and they barely even addressed that there was a fucking issue. It's like once you let your fan base know that you don't care outside of Activision, because for some reason people still play Warzone.
Beats me.
Everybody fucked off. And then I get some of my friends are just like, see, now I get into lobbies. Yeah, because nobody's on.
Yeah, and
that's why you're
then
able to get lobbies.
on top of that, on the fucking Twitter, I swear to God, most of the time they were like, "Oh yeah, servers are working fine. Everyone can get in." No, that's not the case at all. And if you did somehow get into a game with your friends, someone was gonna disconnect, and they would not be able to join back. We had that happen plenty of times.
He's talking about me. He's talking about me.
Yeah.
Fuck that game.
And
Sorry.
sadly, Dino. when me, Mikey, Dino, and Table tried playing, no, Dino couldn't get in.
Yes, sir. So if you
So-
haven't seen our CSGO video, you need to go watch that. Dino, you're a gem.
Yeah. Indie scene is blown up, and I think all this started back last year when Lethal Company first came out. That is when everyone started to be like, okay, indie developers are kind of stepping up, where the AAA scene is failing.
Dude, hold on. Which came out first? Was it Baldur's Gate came out before Lethal Company?
Yes, but
And Baldur's Gate.
I mean, they're indie, but they're also kind of AA. But whatever. We'll just go with
Okay,
Baldur's Gate.
it had to be crowdfunded. Though.
Yeah, crowdfunded.
It's
Yes,
not
is not
okay.
is not a funded project, not even by Wizards of the Coast.
Mhm.
They had
Which
to
is
make
nuts.
their own money. So yeah, we'll just say Baldur's Gate started all this, became Game of the Year, and then
in every award ceremony.
every fucking award ceremony, and then Lethal Company came around, blew up the internet, and then Power World at the start of this year, that still pretty huge. Though it's
Oh, yeah.
definitely been overshadowed by Helldivers at this point, but still people love Power World, and you still has a fairly healthy player base still. And then
All of our pals are fucking dead though. Like, let's be real here. They're pissed off, they're on strike, or they're dead.
yeah, we haven't
There's
been
a
on
lot
it in a while, but Helldivers is kind of taking over.
But real quick,
Well-
can I just say I want to just tip my hat to Lethal Company because like a game that is like so good and filled with so much content, even if you don't use mods, it is hands down probably one of the most entertaining yet simplistic games there is. Go into building, get shit, walk out.
And you already know that right now it might not be in the spotlight right now because of Helldivers and Power World, but as soon as Zeekers puts out a fucking update with new shit, people are gonna be back on it.
Mhm.
New
Without doubt.
build, like new buildings, new items that you can get, or even one of the things that's I don't want to say carrying the game because the game in its own right is fucking fantastic, but like with all the mods that are there just pumping out every single fucking day. If there's new ways to just make the game more entertaining for you, whether you want to be as sweaty as possible and have like whether not sweaty, whether you want the highest difficulty, the most mobs that follow you out the building, and there's 12 brackens and they're all indestructible, and then the
Yeah.
nutcrackers have all the shotguns, or you just want to go for memes and you have the horn, and I'll leave it at that one. If you watched our video, you know what horn I'm talking about.
Boner.
Dang. Love that thing. But there's ways to just make it fun for you how you want to play, and that's what I admire about Lethal Company. Is they basically said, here's the game, and now do whatever the fuck you want with it to make it fun for you.
Yeah.
So then, Mikey, with all this talk of like indie developers, some of the games that we've mentioned, what are some of the games that you've been having fun with, like indie developers? Are you on board with us, or is there anything else that you've been playing that we might not know about that an indie developer has made?
Not really. My wrong button. My gaming has been kind of limited lately just because of scheduling. But I've been on Helldivers. Baldur's Gate has been my go-to comfort game since release. I
Yeah.
just enjoy hopping on and being, especially as a DM, it's fun to be part of a story again where I'm not worried about what the fuck I have to plan for next.
Fair.
But right now I've just been enjoying the ones you guys listed, and Hunt, which also not from a massive studio.
Wait, it's
But
fun. And it is behavior
Yes.
an indie developer?
Yes. And not behavior.
Not
Behavior is
behavior.
Dead by Daylight,
That's Dead by Daylight.
which is also an indie that's still popular.
which is since they just did an Iron Maiden collab. Is that not freaking anybody else the fuck out?
Dude,
Seriously?
I was
Oh,
tempted
dude.
to buy. Yeah, I was tempted to go to hop on and buy that shit. But I don't have the game installed right now. I had to make room.
I haven't touched Dead by
This
Daylight forever.
guy.
It shocked me when I saw Chucky. And I'm like, what the hell? There's a little doll running around.
And now there's a new killer and new survivor, and the survivor named Sable. I really want her to step on me and ruin my life. Thank you, Behavior, for bringing her in. But the new killer is gonna be weird, dude.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
he's
your brother
wild.
showed me the trailer. Oh my god.
I'm liking the lore too, like a vengeful spirit trapped in a theater, so the only lines he speaks are movie quotes before he starts murking people. I kind of
Like Bumblebee
I
from
like
Transformers.
that aesthetic.
right. Anyways, like I was saying, I've been enjoying the indie stuff a lot lately, and I think it's really bringing up the point everybody's been trying to say for years. You don't need a big title and like a big name to back up a good quality game. Make things the fans want to play. Pal World took off because everybody wanted a Pokemon they could play with their friends and collaborate and build and do stuff with. Fucking Helldivers.
Huh?
And well, the guns. I
Guns.
love that. We put that in because we found Western audiences like shooting things, and we thought that sounds fun. Get it.
And then with the most recent update in Pal World, for those that don't know, they made an update where if you have a pal out and that they're actively traveling with, basically Ash's Pikachu, if you set his action to attack aggressively, it's not just in combat. He'll just walk up to random pals and start smacking bitches.
But that's good for XP building. You can now more effectively train a pal, and it is a well-rounded, thought-out thing for developers to put in for people who take the game seriously.
Oh yeah,
And-
I just thought it was fucking hilarious because I was watching a stream of somebody playing Power World, and he had that, I forgot his name, the little green monkey dude.
Enzy.
He had the attack aggressively, and it's indiscriminate. He's just walking, passes a Chillet. Monkey jumps up and smacks Chillet in the mouth, and he's just like, "Well, I didn't want to fight him, but I guess we're fighting him now. Okay, let's go."
All right, Tansy, let's do it.
All right, fuck it.
I was gonna ask you guys, did you see what the CEO of Power World said about player drop-off?
No, they're gonna keep the server on no matter what.
He said, "We're very honored and privileged that players came and support us. We understand other games come on the market, and we're never going to try to dissuade you from trying something else. All I can say is thank you for supporting us, and when we do a new update and everybody's really excited and comes back, we'll be honored to have all of our fans back, because that's what gaming is." the dude is just so down to earth and well aware of what they're doing. He's not saying, "Oh well." He doesn't have the audacity to say Baldur's Gate was a fucking fluke and not the new standard.
Yeah, to the CEO of who made Power World, you dropped your crown. You might need this back.
On top of that, the fucking Helldiver CEO is constantly on Twitter, and he's like so fucking wholesome and nice on Twitter, dude.
Right.
And on top of that, he's always cracking jokes, posting memes, and just all around just keeping everyone up to date, always updating on what they're doing or what they can and can't do. Or he was even talking in a thread about things that they added to the game but they had to take out because they thought it would be too complex for something, for a game that they're trying to go for simplicity with. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know, this guy's really down to earth, and I love the communication. We don't get that with a lot of developers.
There's so many AAA developers with their corporate heads in ivory towers, and they just assume we understand what they're doing and what's going to happen with
it. Took 5 years for players to finally convince Activision to talk about skill-based matchmaking. And they barely fucking said anything. If anything, that it was a forum too. It wasn't like a stream or a video. It was a fucking forum they posted on Reddit or some shit. And they barely even said anything. Most of that, what they said was bullshit. Just corporate speak. Just to dissuade the dumb people that would believe them. So it's like, you didn't even address what we asked. If anything, you just said, "Oh, this is how skill-based matchmaking works." When all this we knew, but also the way you say you're doing it is not actually how you're doing it. Like they say, ping is king, and that's what we, strive to, have on the top of skill-based matchmaking. You have a good ping. Bull crap.
Honestly, I hate to say it because of how common knowledge it is, but just based off of these examples that you're hearing of like how indie developers, even if it's just taking to Twitter and saying hi, 30% of your angry fan base would disappear if you just kept in contact and kept us in the loop. I'm not on payroll, but I am your demographic. I am your community. I am what's buying your fucking shit. And I want to know what's happening with this game that I purchased that I would like to play. But if you don't tell me anything, or if you keep me out of the loop, or the one thing that you did tell me and it doesn't work at all, Ricochet anti-cheat, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Like I think they're considered an indie, but Embark, the people that made the finals, that is I got time to kill game. I love that game. And they are constantly making patch notes, releasing new content, and then also saying, so these are the patches that are coming out. Get ready for this. We're making a game mode. It's a limited time game mode, and if you do certain things in it, you get free shit.
I mean, as much as I do agree with you, and I love finals, I think Embark made a great game. I think that one right there is a little bit touchy because as of recent, the finals has been dropping players really fast, and a lot of people have just come out and said that it's a lack of content.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely lack of content because we need more maps. But then again, the game's only been out for, I'd say, 2 months at this point. Yeah. And hell, Call of Duty never releases DLC until the first 3 months, and that's when normally 3 to 4 months.
It never fucking works.
No, it doesn't.
Like that's how Call of Duty of old would do it. It's just like 3 months after the game release, then we'll give you DLC, and it might have 1 or 2 more maps, unless it's Black Ops 2, in which case here's fucking 7 per DLC.
Oh, the good days.
Speaking of Black Ops 2, the one good thing I want to just talk about. So Microsoft actually keeping players in the loop. They have announced they're going to put Call of Duty, all the Call of Duties, on Game Pass.
Yeah, cool, great. Fix the servers though.
And that's the next thing. It's like, if you guys can fix the servers, you will have so many people back on Black Ops 2. It's going to be 2013 all over again.
Hey, please.
Trick shots.
Just one great thing that you could do, upgrade the servers so they're crossplay. Fix them so with a reliable anti-cheat, not fucking Ricochet. The damn thing has been offline for almost a week. I don't know if it's still offline. But cheaters are aplenty in MW3 and Warzone right now. And honestly, even if it does come to Game Pass, I don't care because I know that if I get on, there's still going to be cheaters. So why would I play it?
Well, I'm trying to just at least give the incentive of just like, you know what, since it's on Game Pass, you don't have to spend any extra money outside of your Game Pass subscription. So that's why if they fix the servers, because you can be Debbie Downer all you want, I'm gonna at least try it because especially if it's a server fix, it's like, dude, we now have an entire catalog and library of old school nostalgia that we can just go running back to. And that's what I'm most excited for, is being able to go back to something that I so thoroughly enjoyed however long ago. Oh dude, fucking 12 years. Oh, it's been 12 years. Ow. Oh, my knees hurt.
Hey everyone, NoSkill Mike here. Just to throw out the friendly reminder that Dubby is still live and supporting us. They're dropping new flavors, stickers, and even a new waifu cup. So if you want to do your part and kick in just the tiniest a bit, we'd appreciate it ever so much. All you gotta do is use code NSC at dubby.gg whenever you make an order, and you help everybody out, yourself included. Till next time.
Hey guys, it's me, your boy, DJ. I just wanted to take a second to tell you guys about NoSkill Entertainment's now public Discord server. Yes, that is it. It is open now. You can join in the link in the description down below. We pretty much hang out there every single day. So whether you want to drop a meme, maybe drop some music, there's a space that's right for you down at the NoSkill Entertainment Discord. So maybe I'll see you there sometime. Bye now.
But actually, no, so back to like the modern scene right now, because there's actually two games that I wanted to bring up that has been recently come out. Skull and Bones and Suicide Squad, both AAA, that have huge backing and huge marketing plans, but they seem to be flops. Especially with Ubisoft. Oh my god. They were like,
Ubisoft.
Well, yeah, but they're like, this is a quadruple A game.
I have opinions on these.
Go ahead. Use them. Yes.
Okay. Let's start with Skull and Bones. It is a worse, but still player versus player version of Black Flag. If they had released Black Flag Multiplayer Edition, it would have done a million times better. How do I know this? When they announced the game, Black Flag sales skyrocketed despite it being released years ago.
Yep. People went.
It was a good
that game instead.
If for some reason you don't know, he's talking about Assassin's Creed Black Flag, arguably probably the best Assassin's Creed.
I'd say hands down, and I was there since the beginning, but that's just a boomer take.
I mean, yeah, I'd say the same thing. Close would be just Assassin's Creed 2.
For me, it'd be 3.
I pre-ordered the Xbox with the first Assassin's Creed. I was there at release, and dude,
I was there when the text was written.
I think that was the issue with Skull and Bones. It's a really good idea, but it wasn't finished by any means. What's up, Deej?
Well, because it was an open beta, so they still have bugs and shit to fix. Especially like one of the bugs that I experienced. This guy was here for it.
No.
I kept on my game just kept on crashing. Like I could not.
Performance. I mean conceptually, if you're gonna release a big pirate game, it can't only be a PvP game, because Darkwater did that 5 years ago. Nobody gave a fuck. It was like an okay game.
Yeah, this is basically like a Darkwater 2.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, this might be a hot take, and y'all can flame me if you want to. If your Sona is a pirate, dude, hit me with your peg leg in the comment section. I thought the game was just kind of boring.
Oh, I did too. It is boring.
I thought the game was fucking boring because it's just you sailing around. I get it. You have to take into account like how you're sailing, because if you're going up against a crosswind, your ship's not going to go nearly as fast. But now I have to take the ultimate fucking detour just so I get the most use out of my sail. I have to worry about warships that are AI powered, and then players just being absolute wads of cock.
Bro, dude, you know how long ago it was that we did the beta? It hasn't been that long. It's
only been like 3 weeks, if that.
Yeah, because the game is already released.
Same thing like Suicide Squad. They put out the beta and then they said, "Hey, 2 weeks later, that's enough time." Release it.
I think
And I think they're
What's up? Go for
I
it.
think they're trying to back off this whole it's a live service game. We'll add content as it goes. It's just a quadruple A best game we've ever made. Blah 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 blah. This fucking thing is a heap of trash.
It is a quadruple A game. Quadruple A is an acronym, an absolute abhorrent atrocity.
Yeah,
There you go.
Or my personal favorite, quadruple A is for fuck, I spent money on this.
Yeah.
I think part of that game's issues though was how it was marketed, because the original teaser marketing said it was going to be an action RPG where you face off against the Justice League as the bad guys. It's not an RPG, it's a looter shooter.
It's a looter shooter. Right. They always have to be online for it with a fucking battle pass. Bro, it's a single player game. Why is there a battle pass? Why is there all this online
thing you can get from an RPG?
Exactly. Why is there all this online live service bullshit in my single player game? I swear to God, if they didn't do that and let Rocksteady do their thing, the game could have been way better than it is.
I'll give them credit for the fact that when they first released what the game was supposed to be and they saw that they had such negative reception, they basically scrapped it and made a whole new game. But
they
now
made it worse.
I was about to say, you took the words out of my mouth.
Go for
it. It's just like you made an attempt at trying to make something different, and you made something. It ain't great, Chief. Like the gunplay, I played their beta. The gunplay, it's fun. It's really fun. You should have just left it at that. It's high octane, lots of enemies. You can swap between 4 different fucking teammates, or you can just be Deadshot the entire time. But then you had to add in the absolute what's it called, live service and putting in a battle pass. Like, yes, thank you for giving me the option to play with other people. Unless it's these fuckers, I don't want to play with other fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
Random suck to me, but that's just me.
I was gonna ask, have you guys seen the randos in Helldivers that are killing teammates because they don't know loot is collective, not individual?
Yeah, I've actually seen that.
You also heard of the randos that like join in to save progress just to team kill them and then leave?
Mikey? I don't think he knows it was me. I don't think he knows it was me, guys. I haven't heard anything from it. That or I'm opening my door to go to work on Monday. It just right in the face.
What the fuck, bro?
I think with Helldivers, unlike the community is like really like tight knit. Everyone's really nice, but there is this side that has been growing recently. Is the side that people on like higher difficulties are like, if you don't have this specific meta build, we will kick you.
You mean a breaker with the cluster and the 500 kg
and with a railgun or shield pack, whatever. Just best shit. If you don't have it, we'll kick you. Goodbye.
I feel like that's with high level of a lot of games, and I feel like you guys could back me up as shooter guys. The people who take it serious and play at high difficulty are fucking dickheads fairly often.
Yeah,
but it's one of those. It depends on the game and what you're doing, because I know that there's been games such as Helldivers where, like, if we're gonna be doing this one type of objective, we did the same thing in Warframe when Warframe was Prime, when we were going to stay in this defense mission as long as possible because you had to wait survive a certain amount of waves to get a potential chance to get this one item.
I mean, but to be fair though,
you had to go with meta builds.
Yep. To be fair though, during that time, everyone else knew what the meta was. I didn't. I was very new compared to everyone else that we were playing with.
Oh yeah, the build in general before they nerfed it to piss was greedy pull mag with Mesa.
Yeah.
And because this way she never runs out of mana.
At that time, I had no idea what the fuck that meant.
And so at Helldivers, I can kind of understand if you are doing some like high level mission and you need to have as much survivability as possible. Yes, use those metas. But if you're just a dickhead that's like, okay, this is a level 4 mission, if you don't have the shit that I want.
Oh my god. If you're kicking me over bugs, we got a fucking problem, you dumbass. I can thump bugs with any loadout. I don't care.
Fuck. All I really need is just fucking napalm and give me a direction to throw it.
When the Illuminates show up, however, oof. It's about to be dark days, boys.
And then also one of the things I want to bring up about Helldivers, I mentioned this in I don't know if I can say it right now, but I'll say it anyway. I mentioned this in an upcoming Reacts video. Helldivers, though fun, I think has Brandon said it in the reaction, probably has topped the record of most team killings in such a short amount of time. Rainbow Six Siege pales in comparison to how much you can just kill your teammates and then bring them back and then kill them again. Mando, you guys saw the live stream.
The cluster and the 380 kg bomb are the 380 kg barrage is nuts, man.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason why. As much as I love the cluster, because it's such a wide area, I think that's the main reason why I stopped using it, because I just was killing so many teammates. I'm like, you know what, airstrike and napalm, that's a lot better. Yeah,
I want to try the cluster strike.
it's a lot of fun. You see
a little more narrow.
Just go everywhere.
Or no, the missile pod strike. That's the one where it's the 8 hydropods that pop out.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, leave a comment down below. What's your build that you normally go into like a mid-level mission for Helldivers?
Favorite stratagem too. I need to know that. That tells me more about you.
I'm Team Liberator Penetrator.
Like
Liberator Penetrator.
That's a real gun. That's a real gun.
I know it is, but damn, dude, you bringing war crimes out here. That's the war crime too.
Like, don't tell me what your sign is. Tell me what your stratagem is. That's what I want to fucking know.
No more signs. All stratagems.
Like, dude, I was playing yesterday with Fraser when I came home from the bar, and he has the that swirling minefield where it spins in a circle and then just shoots mines all around you. And I don't know if it was his first time using it, or if he knew damn sure what he was doing. He threw the thing directly at me, and mines start spinning around me, and I was just like,
yeah, he knows.
Frage?
He knows.
He knew what he was doing.
He knew. Because he had it when him and Tom were playing. He knows.
Next thing I know, I see a sea of red frisbees on the ground that are blinking, and I'm like, Fraser, what have you done? And he goes, "Oh shit, sorry, Deej. Get ready to call the reinforce, bro. I'm going in."
This man's full of shit. He knew what he was
doing. That was 100% on purpose. All cap.
I'm sitting there trying to fizzle walk my way through this minefield, and then it's just explosion, and all I see is my chest cavity. Head, arms, shoulders, knees, and toes, gone. God, I love this.
What's up?
That was very ooh-wooey of you.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's one of the things that I love about that game, because like this is the one game where if you team kill me, I don't really fucking care, because you can bring me back and it's still fun. Does it suck that you have to wait for your cooldown on your heavy weapon again? Sure. But you know, I like my stalwart and I want it in my hands, so I'll go look for it.
Satisfying, right?
Very, dude.
Although,
oh my god,
most satisfying so far thing that's happened to me. I die, I reinforce, and I land on Mando. It's the most satisfying thing in the world.
We live, we die, we drop again. Witness me!
And now, I'd make it a mission to where if he calls me for a reinforce, I do aim for him every time now.
That's why he's gotten hip to your ways and he throws you away from him.
Don't tell him, because I don't think he's caught on.
He works here.
He's not gonna watch this. We all know he's.
We know he doesn't work, so I mean, he's gonna do something.
Either way.
Yeah, this man is right now, as we're recording this, right now, this man is in another channel talking to Fraser, where he should be at work being a protective member.
He's driving home right now. He left.
This man is driving while talking on the phone. This unsafe.
Not on the phone. Don't be spreading slander.
Somebody should ticket that man.
No, I've gotten videos from him where him and a dog he's supposed to be babysitting are watching Critical Role.
Okay, that's cute. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Dude, it's hilarious. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm working, bro.
That's with my dog. When I'm watching cartoons or anime, he'll just all of a sudden walk up and then lay down on my lap and put his head in my chest and watch TV with me. I love that damn dog. And he really likes food shows. Like he really watches. If it has Guy Fieri on it, he's locked.
I feel that actually that reminds me. I was going to tell you, guy was showing me the other day. Follow me on this. It was spicy cheesesteak calzone.
Calzone. Nice.
Dude, that shit looks so fucking good. I want to try it,
Bro, I'd be down to scarf that. Damn, that sounds amazing.
Oh, dude, you're making my balls sweat. You can't fucking say shit like that.
I wanted to share it with you guys. I thought you get a kick out of it.
Bro,
It looked
yo, give me food sweats. My God.
when it's so greasy, you get the sweats just thinking about it.
Like,
Dude,
that
you
is
know
a
it's gonna
greasy
be
mess.
good.
You're gonna plug up my arteries. Fuck.
Dude, that's how you know food is about to be good. Like when they're making a Philly in front of me, like a genuine Philly, and I'm like, oh, dude, I can feel the heart palpitations already. Like right when you feel your heart actually beating, like you're putting it overtime now.
Oh,
We're
dude,
talking-
one of the local places does it with ground beef, and then they salt it, pepper it, and then dice it up with chilies, and that's how they do their Phillies. Oh, it's got the best crunch to it. It's all crispy. It's so good.
Dude, I haven't had a good Philly in ages.
We need to go back to video games because we need to be closing out soon. Shit, we lost track of time.
We're enjoying ourselves. And I was playing a game where I was gonna have a drink every time somebody said pay service or live service, and I'm out of it.
Yep. I mean, that's the state of modern gaming, and
Yes,
it's
it
a
is.
fucking travesty.
But I
the
also
indie
want to pay
thing
homage and shout outs like some of these indie developers that made like awesome single player games because I love me a good campaign game. I love me a good campaign game, and I just want to take a quick time and shout out this this game that I played called No Straight Roads. It's single player / co-op, and it's basically these two rock stars wanting to battle EDM taking over the world, and so they battle different EDM artists through rock music. It's a combat / partly rhythm game.
Sounds like Scott Pilgrim the Badass. I want to check this out.
Dude, I
Okay.
love the fucking game. It's a good single player / co-op game. So whether you want to play it by yourself or you got your your passenger princess that you want to play games with, fucking give her a controller and hook it the fuck up.
Let's go.
So that's one thing that I before we close out. What games would you guys, made by an indie developer, would you want to recommend to our lovely community here, outside of the ones that we just mentioned? Starting with
Wait,
you.
indie developer, you said?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Indie developer, or
this
this is a
is,
developer that's not as known.
So if you're a roguelike player like myself, I love me some good roguelikes. There's been this game I've been playing for quite a while, and I've been playing even recently. But you just try out Gunfire Reborn. Great indie dev. Already has 2 DLCs, 4 characters, and other characters you can just unlock through just playing the game. Expansive, a lot of things to unlock. Hell, challenging as well. That game could be pretty tough, but it's really fast-paced, first-person shooter, roguelike. Check it out. It's a good game.
Yeah, I love it. I can't stay alive with the damn, but I fucking love the game.
Ah.
I can admit,
Maybe
I
spit my
suck,
drink.
but I love it. All right, then you, Mean and Green.
I would have to say I can't think of the name. Hold on, I'm looking up their name because I fell in love with the Blasphemous series. I actually you played Hollow Knight, right?
Yes.
Same developer. I'm looking up what they're called.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to look at the name right now. And sorry,
Oh.
but for anybody who doesn't know, Blasphemous 2D side scroller, very Castlevania-esque from back in the day. But the art style, the creation, the ability to just tell this wild, cool, involved story and pull 0 punches is amazing because there's very dark humor and themes, but none of it takes away. It's not trying to be too edgy. It's just a immaculately done story, and like graphically, it's amazing. I really like it. Although, admittedly, there are some people I wouldn't play around because you're gonna piss them off.
That
I'm
sounds.
looking up the dev right now. Hold up.
What, for Hollow Knight?
The Game Kitchen. Sorry. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
it's called.
Okay, Game Kitchen. Yeah, I know them.
Dude, they make some cool shit. They make some really cool shit.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, yeah. All right, but I think it's about that time, fellas, because we've been going for about 45 minutes, and plus I have to leave.
Yes.
Man.
So, ladies and gentlemen, on that, it is now outro time. We have made it to the end of another episode of the Tavern Talk. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Final closing thoughts and statements around the table from the boys, starting with you, Greenie.
Final thoughts and closing statements. I think we're at a very cool point in time where the power is being returned to the people, not to sound all crazy and paranoid, but people are starting to learn quality comes from interacting with your audience and listening to what they have to fucking say. And it is cool to see the support show up. People showed up for Powwow. People showed up for Blasphemous. People absolutely are showing up for Helldivers. The PC, Xbox, and PlayStation wars are ending. We need more troops. We need to take back the creek.
Bring Xbox players into the war. We need more troops.
We need the ODSTs.
We need the ODSTs.
The worst part, there's dude, I can't. So get past me. I'm like shaking right now.
Then on the PlayStation side, get Spider-Man and Nathan Drake.
Oh my god, they had to make their own fucking video game awards just so Spider-Man can win an award.
Yeah, that was sad. Anyways,
Pansies. Blue?
Anyways, yeah, the fucking indie scene is blowing up, and I can't wait to see what other indie developers come up with. Because at this point, I'm excited. I'm more excited for the indie side more than AAA. And Nintendo or dicks. You.
Thoughts and statements from myself. I can't stress this enough. Just because it's AAA or quadruple A does not equate to good. It just means they put a lot of money into it, wasted it. But that is our personal thoughts of the gaming scene and how it's going right now. We'll definitely do another episode of this because games by indie developers are pumping out left and fucking right, and we're going to be right there at the front lines wanting to test them out and play them. Hell, if you want us to actually play test your thing, get in contact with us. We'll play it, and we'll give you our honest opinion about it. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thank you very much for tuning in. There's some buttons in the comment section down below. Please do consider subscribing because we are so close to 1,000, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.